Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE Crown Jewel live from beautiful Perth, Australia. Tonight we are down under for one of the biggest international events of the year, and the atmosphere here in Perth is absolutely electric. This city is known for its stunning coastline, its passionate fans, and tonight it becomes the epicenter of the WWE universe. And what a night we have in store. Championships on the line, rivalries reaching their breaking point, and history about to be made. We kick things off in a monumental way. It's title unification time. The Women's World Heavyweight Champion Julia goes one-on-one with the WWE Women's Champion Roxanne Perez. Two champions, two legacies, but by the end of the night, only one will stand as the undisputed Women's Champion of WWE. Then we crown the very first WWE Women's Speed Champion. After finally beating the clock last week, Victoria looks to ride that momentum as she faces the explosive Tatum Paxley for the inaugural gold. And things could get brutal when the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion Kiana James defends her title against Tiffany Stratton. But after that violent parking lot attack last night on SmackDown, the question remains, how much is left of Tiffany Stratton heading into tonight? Tag Team Gold is also on the line. The Usos defend their World Tag Team Championships against Dark State, who have handpicked Osiris Griffin and Dion Lennox to do their dirty work here in Perth. Plus, the United States Championship hangs in the balance as LA Knight, riding a 3-month undefeated streak, defends against Penta. Penta earned this opportunity the hard way, defeating Ethan Page and Jevon Evans in the #1 Contenders Tournament, and now he looks to shock the world here in Australia.
And then the main event.
For the first time in his career, Sami Zayn challenges for the World Heavyweight Championship. Standing across from him, the champion himself, CM Punk. But the Sharks are circling. Cody Rhodes wants his shot, and Brent, holding the Money in the Bank briefcase, could cash in at any moment. Will tonight mark the end of Punk's reign or the beginning of complete chaos? All that and more on a night where the landscape of WWE will change forever. This is WWE Crown Jewel, and we are live from Perth, Australia.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I probably already introduced you, so I'm sorry for saying it twice, but we are at Crown Jewel, and by God, do I have to turn my headset down because that audio is loud. But that's what I want it to be. No, I don't. It was literally blowing my ears off. The crowd is so loud in Perth, Australia. Congratulations. We're kicking things off on Crown Jewel with the unification for the WWE Women's Championship and the WWE Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Julia takes on Roxanne Perez. This is going to be an absolute barn burner. And I've actually decided, and I think I mentioned it last week on SmackDown, that for a little bit at least, until we create like a custom title, I don't even know if I'm going to do that quite. Does anyone else, right, here's a hot take, does anyone else like having, like, when you have an undisputed champion, them having both the belts? I feel like it shows like that they're undisputed. So Julia versus Roxanne, the winner of this match will take both the belts. And of course, if you don't know the format, I play the weekly shows, title matches, and just general PLE matches I do not touch. That's the beauty of the booking, that we don't have full control. So one of these women is going to walk away with both these championships, and I can do nothing about it. I don't. So I can kind of play favourites, but I'm gonna do more of a play-by-play. I'm gonna channel, because I'm British, my inner Wade Barrett. And Julia's looking as chaotic as ever. It's an interesting dynamic, this match, because unlike real life, Julia in this universe mode is a bit of a tweener, and Roxanne is a babyface, even though she won in quite a cunning way against Stephanie Vaquer in that Battle Royale. Roxanne's could be about to become one of our shorter reigning champions, as here comes Roxy. Credit to Soyel Rue for the attire. Roxy's looking mischievous tonight. She could be looking to walk away with both championships. I mean, does Roxanne Perez not just ooze undisputed champion aura to you? Era? I do that a lot. I talk too fast and I get my words mixed up. I should just chill out. I'm just so excited. I'm excited to be back in universe mode. For the first time, probably since around 2K19, I'm actually excited to record and play universe mode. Because I have, like, with the weekly shows, when I'm playing it, I can just relax, I can play, I get distracted, and I can record. Be interesting to see how I do with the PLEs. The PLEs are obviously not every week. And of course, up next has been shown, is going to be shown right now, if I'm good at graphics, Saturday night's main event live from Atlanta, Georgia on Saturday the 6th of December. If you're new to the universe mode or this is your first episode, Raw is every Tuesday. SmackDown is every Friday at 7 p.m. British Standard Time, which is around, I believe, 2 or 1 p.m. Central and East. It's in the afternoon, but you can always catch up with it when you get home. So it's for both the championships, this, not just for one, as we await the introductions. Mike Rowan doing a great job. The running order of tonight, I believe, I'm going to try relay it off the top of my head. And I just wanted to remind you that although I said all PLE matches are probably played by the AI, which they are, tag team matches I might play just because when the AI takes over, they take forever. So, and I've tried that multiple times on multiple games, even 2K24, 2K23. So the running order, I'm going to try, I do know what it is. We're kicking off with this, then we've got LA Knight, versus Penta for the United States Championship. We've got the Speed Championship for the women, which is Tatum Paxton versus Victoria in a WWE Speed match. Dark State take on the Usos, the WWE World Tag Team Champions. They're on the line. The second to last match, the penultimate match, is of course Tiffany Stratton versus Kiana James for the Intercontinental Championship. That one's got a bit feisty, and our main event is CM Punk, Sami Zayn for the World Heavyweight Championship. But that match has more than just singles implications, doesn't it? Anything can happen here. And Julia with a nice double underhook DDT. I love this Roxanne Atta. Do you know when I was downloading it? I wasn't sure about it because of the like obviously the print on skin. I don't know why WWE makes it so difficult to make fully custom attires without adding skin, fake skin. But now Julia's going to go work on Roxy. Kick. The interesting thing about Roxanne Perez is she's not with the Judgment Day in my universe mode. She's a sole entity. No Raquel Rodriguez, no Cora Jade. She's just her own person. She's looking to make her way in the universe mode. Julia, a little bit of history for you, actually beat Rhea Ripley for the World Heavyweight Championship, and I believe that was back at SummerSlam. And Rhea at the time was so dominant. She held the championship for I think she won it from Bianca Belair around Clashing at the Castle. And she's just held it ever since. But Rhea is not in this universe mode. I decided not to use her. She's gone into a filming career in kayfabe. And now a back body drop to Roxanne Perez from Julia. It's getting quite tasty, this. Into the ring post goes Julia. Gotta wonder if Roxy's got what it takes to be the undisputed women's champion. Whoever wins this, of course, if you haven't seen SmackDown, spoiler alert, Io Sky is awaiting the winner. At some point, nothing's been made official. Of course, Saturday night's main event is around the corner, and I'm happy to announce that December is a stacked month for our Universe Mode. 2 special events, 1 PLE, 1 Saturday night's main event. We have Saturday night's main event Saturday the 6th of December, and of course, at the end of December, around Christmas, the day after Boxing Day, we're going to Indianapolis for WrestlePalooza. Now, the calendar is on the community posts, but we are running up until, I believe, Elimination Chamber on 2K25. WrestleMania will be held on WWE 2K26 in around April, at the end of April. So, it's a real-life schedule. We've tried to align it a little bit later than real life, of course. Just some PLEs go in a little bit later. So, Royal Rumble, for example, is in February, I believe. Oh no, Royal Rumble might be at the end of January. I could actually stop being lazy and pull up the calendar for you right now because I'm just giving you misinformation and not commentating over the match, and I could have made this so much quicker. I've got it here. I've got it here for you. So, we finish actually at the Royal Rumble on 2K25 on the 28th of February, Saturday the 28th of February. So, on 2K25, I'll quickly, wait, Roxanne. So, I want to commentate on the matches, but we've got Crown Jewel tonight. Saturday the 6th of December, we go to Atlanta, Georgia for Saturday night's main event, WrestlePalooza. Saturday the 27th of December, Survivor Series on the 17th of January. That'll be live from Toronto, Canada. We're going to the best stadium in the world, the best arena in the world, Madison Square Garden, for Saturday night's main event on the 31st of January. And then 4 weeks after, we're going to Kansas, which will host the Royal Rumble. And kick out there from Roxanne Perez. There is a few more PLEs lined up. So I have planned up until Money in the Bank, which is in July, and then we'll be looking towards SummerSlam again. So on 2K26, our first 6 major events. Elimination Chamber is live from Houston, Texas on the 21st of March. We go back to Saturday night's main event. We're in Chicago, Illinois on the 11th of April. Las Vegas, Nevada hosts WrestleMania on the 25th of April. Backlash from St. Louis is on Saturday the 16th of May. Night of Champions live from London, England on the 30th of June. And Money in the Bank from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on the 4th of July. What a celebration that will be. Welcome to the goddamn show, and we're going back to the action in the ring. Roxanne Perez and Julia. It's been pretty stalemate in terms of momentum in this match. I cannot say that one person deserves it more than the other. It's an interesting dynamic that I've approached in my universe mode, and we need to think of a forfeit I do in case I don't intend on restarting my universe mode. In the time of recording this, I'm actually significantly ahead. You're listening to Jack of the Past. Like, I'm so excited to record every episode of this universe mode that I just love doing it. I'm like, wake up whenever I've got a day off, and I'm just like, I need to get 3 universe mode episodes done. But my voice, unfortunately, does not agree sometimes. And of course, if you haven't checked out the university, just a bit off topic, check out the 46-minute video. That will be, there should be a couple of episodes out now, but we'll discuss all things WWE 2K, including 26. Julia with a stomp to the outside. I think Roxanne Perez is dead. Tribute to Shinsuke Nakamura there, who we're not using on the universe mode. If you want to do see the rosters, they are in my Discord channel. They are on the community tabs. I won't be sharing them all the time, but I might try link them in like a Google Doc just so they're always there. And of course, as I did mention throughout the year, there will be 1 to 3 additions. I know the rosters are small, but there'll be 1 to 3 additions throughout the year. You never know when they're going to show up. I already know, because I'm a booking genius. We're doing WWE 2K25 Unreal 5 count. Of course, if neither woman can get back in the ring, the championships stay where they are, and that would be devastating. That would be absolutely devastating. And Roxy with a smart tactic to get back out the ring. And now Julia just wants to keep the fight outside the ring. It's an interesting tactic. And of course, Monday Night Raw in 2 days comes. We're still in Perth, Australia. We've been in Perth for a good 2 weeks now. And then Friday night SmackDown will be back in the States. As we look towards Saturday night's main event, there'll be 3 weeks until that after Crown Jewel. And Julia's eyeing up Roxanne. And a spinning kick, but it's all about Crown Jewel tonight. Every match is a time match. Oh, the Gargano, not the Gargano look. A crossface and a rope break. I do need to try some new sliders as well for Raw. That's exactly what I need to do. And a nice moonsault. Julia moves out the way. And it's not looking good for Julia right now as Roxanne Perez is building up a head of steam, going for a spinning tilt-a-whirl made up Hurricanrana. Of course, there's so much more action here tonight. 6 matches, and that's probably how I'm going to keep my PLEs. Because we're going to have, one of the booking things I like to do is I like to have title matches on weekly shows as well. We're going to run a Saturday night's main event for a year. I love Saturday night's main event, me. Brock's going for some move. Julia sensed it, and Julia could be sensing the end. Roll-up pin, not like this. We're not going to win a Undisputed Championship like this. Roxanne, thank goodness, saves us from that. And now, Pop. Oh, Roxy was going for something big there. Has she got it? Julia's reversed. I think something that I need to do, a bit off topic, is remove that goddamn submission from Roxanne's arsenal. I think she should just have the Pop Rocks as a finisher. Oh, boy. Julia's about to get submitted, I believe. And you rarely see it. What's she doing? Is she going for a middle rope Pop Rocks? Oh, no, an axe handle. I thought she was going for the finisher there. Roxanne Perez, I've been very impressed with in this match. I really want her to be a Undisputed Champion. No favourites. What the hell is she doing here? Runs against the ropes, Roxanne. I love the animation where she goes to the middle ropes. Rey Mysterio-esque. Of course, that is a height issue, and now Roxanne Perez is kneeing in the neck. Of course, if the Speed Championship is not decided here tonight, because we know the rules, the Speed Championship, if the match runs over 5 minutes, then there is no Speed Champion. We are going to decide it on Raw, on SmackDown, and Julia reverses. And, oh, Julia, we're going to see it. Oh, the Brain Buster. She's going to win. Roxanne's busted open. 2. No. What a match. This is awesome. This is awesome. Oh no, Julia's going to end the career. That's a big knee. That might have Roxanne. We might have thought Roxanne had a second win. She does. Julia can't believe it. I feel like Roxanne's giving her a better fight than Rhea did. Incredible. She's got to try and put her away as she is going to now. But Roxy says no. Julia with a kick. Caught the foot, and now Julia's really going to try to get it over. Roxanne fighting out. Julia, the welting on Roxanne Perez is insane. Reversal City. Actually, I don't know if I want to change the sliders. I quite like the amount of reversals. I think I like maxed out. I can share my sliders if you want. I think I like maxed out the reversals. Because I like back and forth matches where you don't know what's going to happen. Like every match that I watch with AI, it's always like end to end. Like you can't decide. What the hell's this? I thought that was like a Stephanie move. Oh, and Stephanie believes that Roxanne screwed her for this opportunity. So we could have had Stephanie versus Julia. That's what Julia said at least last week in the promo. Into the steps. Nope, she went for the steps. Julia does not like it in a ring. Just let her in the ring. Oh, she's going to do a back body drop. It's got to be in the ring, girls. It cannot be outside. 5 count from the referee. Can both women get back to the feet, or we could have a double count out? Oh, Julia, not like this. Roxanne's getting back up. Thank goodness. Oh, she's celebrating. Both women endured severe punishment. Oh, Julia with a headbutt. As soon as Roxanne gets in the ring, that's going to be it. She was not paying attention. And Julia with the dirty headbutt when she got in the ring. I mean, legal. Of course. That sucks. Julia takes a cheap shot with a headbutt when Roxanne's just getting back in the ring. I mean, it's a gentleman's agreement. Let her get back in the ring, maybe. But headbutting her as soon as she comes back in the ring. I believe Roxanne may be unconscious. But Julia, the fact still remains, Julia is your undisputed women's champion. Not in the way that I'd have liked to see as well. That was... have we got a replay of that headbutt? Let's see if we've got it. Because that was nasty. I think it was after this. But Roxanne was, like, motionless on the floor after she got headbutted. I'm absolutely gutted for Roxy. I mean, congratulations to Julia. It's an amazing achievement to become the second undisputed women's champion after Io Sky. Of course, Io will be awaiting Julia, which could be an interesting dynamic. So we'll have to see what happens there. But guys, we're going into our Intercontinental Championship match. Excuse me, guys. We are back in the building. I was just dilly-dallying, staring into space then. I didn't even realise the next match was on. But we haven't seen LA Knight since the return of the Universe mode. I mean, granted, it's only been 2 episodes. We've been all the focus has been on the United States Championship on Raw. Had a brain fart there. But LA Knight is here tonight in Perth, Australia, to face this man who won a 4-man tournament to qualify to be the #1 contender. He beat Javon Evans and Ethan Page to get this opportunity. And Penta Cero Miedo could be looking to win his first ever WWE Championship. An interesting fact, 2 weeks ago on Raw, Penta, that was the first time I've used him on a Universe Mode episode ever. Like the actual DLC, not the... I had a core one before. But Penta is ready to go. He's raring to go. And... Oh, I love the little strut. I love this, how he does this into the ring. But you know what a weird thought that crosses my mind is? I don't know if this is ever a thought with anyone else, but like, if you think about it, right? Do you ever sit there and think, like, as a wrestler gets older, how much longer is Penta going to be able to do that front flip into the ring? Such a weird thing that I think of. LA Knight, boo! Down, down, down. Oh, duh. The megastar LA Knight. It's been, I mean, you haven't. But we're going to say, he's been hanging out in Australia with some wildlife. He's been enjoying the scenery. He obviously came to Australia a little bit earlier than the others. He wasn't needed on Monday Night Raw, so he made the journey, prepared himself, has been training ever since. And he actually stated that following his successful defense against Damian Priest, that he is in the best shape of his career. He says that he had to be because Penta, he believes, is his toughest opponent. And of course, the story of the United States Championship in this WWE Universe mode is interesting. We started off with the champion that you guys voted, because that's how we started at 2K25, and that was Trick Williams. Trick Williams was dethroned by Santos Escobar, and then LA Knight has held the championship pretty much since the first PLE of 2K25 Universe mode. So we're looking at, well, let me do some quick maths, this is quite difficult. So we've got 36 episodes, which half that would be the week, so 18 weeks. He won it on like week 4, so probably been your United States champion for around 15 weeks, 14 weeks. That's a pretty good, and he has defended it. He's defended it twice against, he's once against El Grande, twice against Damian Priest, and now he defends it against Penta. Can LA Knight continue this unforgettable United States Championship reign, or will the United States Championship get some lucha libre on the side plates? Even the side plates don't update. Now, these two have never met in Universe mode. Previously, when we had a brand split in 2K24, they were on different rosters. It's a first-time matchup in our Universe mode. Is LA Knight versus Penta. The United States Championship, a really coveted championship in my Universe mode. I actually prefer the United States to the Intercontinental Championship, just the design. And I actually quite like this version. I mean, obviously my favourite version is the Ruthless Aggression one, but I like this version. And then, of course, up next we've got that WWE Speed match. But all focus is on the United States division. And LA Knight coming out the gate like a bat out of hell. Shouts a Meatloaf and a punch to the face of Penta. Big fist and clubbing blows there from LA Knight. Yeah. Rolls him over. Have to wonder if LA Knight does win this match. Of course, the roster's small. Surely we have to be looking at him defending it in a different rivalry again. I mean, Penta, despite obviously beating Dominic Mysterio at our only other Saturday night's main event, this probably will be his only opportunity unless there's shenanigans. I like to believe that Penta's got what it takes to win the United States Championship, but LA Knight is an incredibly difficult man to beat on this game, especially AI versus AI. Now, it runs against the ropes. And, a sling blade from Penta. He's going to need to... Because the thing with LA Knight is he's quite adaptable. He can adjust. He can fight any kind of style. So if you're facing LA Knight, you've got to have a bit of everything to beat him. And now Penta's going to show that he does have everything. Headstand, but LA Knight moves out of the way. Super kick. LA Knight did not want to go ahead and do and receive 2 feet to the face. And of course, if you guys are enjoying Crown Jewel, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Raw live to every Tuesday. Yeah, I'm so used to real life. SmackDown Friday. PLEs, you'll find out when PLEs are. But of course, as previously mentioned, Saturday night's main event, Saturday the 6th of December, followed by WrestlePalooza on Saturday the 27th of December, before we head into 2026. And also Friday night SmackDown will be a very special episode because it is on Christmas Day. We'll have a Christmas special where we'll put aside the brand split and we'll have a special Christmas Chaos event, which will be fun, which will have both men and women. And now Penta bringing LA Knight back to his feet. Roll-up pin going to be secured. Rolls out and a super kick from Penta. And he's feeling it. I have to say, the momentum that Penta's showing here is quite concerning to the reign of LA Knight. I'm going to admit that right now. And a crossbody. Hook of the leg. LA Knight he's got that pin cinched quite nicely in a kick out. And Penta can't believe it. I think the thing about LA Knight is he's just so resilient. You've got to do absolutely everything. He was going for the Penta driver there and an enziguri to get out of there. He's going to go to the corner. And what the hell is he thinking here? He's telling LA Knight to get up. Could we be about to see a Mexican destroyer? Oh no, it's a super kick. Nearly taking the head off of LA Knight. And another super kick. Are we watching main event Jey Uso, who will be in action later tonight with his brother, Jimothy. Leg drop attempted. And now an Irish whip here from Penta with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. It's going to hurt the back, the lower back of LA Knight. I'm actually interested. I don't think LA Knight has actually been injured in real life since he's been with WWE, has he? I don't remember him ever being injured. Maybe I'm wrong. We're going to say something about back issues, but he's never injured. Now, Penta could be in trouble. They're teetering on the edge. We're going to get a back body drop onto the edge of the ring apron. Somebody called the damn cops. And as you can see, this Perth, Australia crowd are loving it. All representing a lot of Bloodline t-shirts, I have to say. Although the only Bloodline members that we actually drafted are... Well, there's actually we have 5. We have Jacob Fatu, who is the representative. We got the Usos, who are your World Tag Team Champions. And the MFTs, who we saw on Raw in that ladder match. I'm excited to see what the future holds for these guys. And LA Knight back to his feet. He's going to have to try and get back in the ring. Penta's just waiting for him. His count of 7 and misses. LA Knight goes for a roll-up, and that's very uncharacteristic of LA Knight. Wouldn't try to win like that. Penta kicks out 1. Well, not even 1, to be fair. The crowd are chanting LA Knight, and he's going to go for that elbow drop, and Penta's telegraphing everything. I've been impressed with Penta this match. He's telegraphed like absolutely everything, but we know that things can change in a heartbeat in professional wrestling. And it looks like we could be looking for it. No, we're not. He's going to the outside. What the hell was that? What the hell was that from LA Knight? Super kick again. I think he's been training at the Performance Center with Jey Uso. Mexican Destroyer out of nowhere. That could do it. That could do it. We could have a new United States champion. The era of Penta is not going to begin yet. And it would be nice to see the era of Penta even get into position. He's going to the top rope. Are we going to see something interesting? Telling LA Knight to get back to his feet. Could we be about to see a reversal Hurricanrana? And I have to say, I've been so surprised with the dominance of Penta in this match. Hurricanrana or a Super Hurricanrana is not going to win that, surely. I wish there was a setting where, like, not so that you only win by finishes, but, like, it was, like, 99%. And I think we're going to see a Penta driver, folks. I think Penta's going to become your United States champion. He's been absolutely dominant. And LA Knight, of course, saying that he's more prepared than ever. He wasn't prepared for this onslaught. Penta's a different dynamic to whatever he's faced. El Grande Americano, a fake luchador. And LA Knight fights out. Damian Priest, a bit of a monster. Penta's quite a unique character. I don't know how the hell LA Knight's still even standing. And Penta sends him to the outside. And we know that Penta likes to fly. And he does fly. And a kick to the back. Now, a stomp as well. Come on, Penta Cero Miedo. Getting back in the ring. I think this could be Penta's night in Perth, Australia. We've already seen Julia become the undisputed champion. Penta could be about to become the WWE United States champion, and LA Knight might not have a chin left after this assault. He has actually ate about 57 super kicks. BFT out of nowhere. What the hell? Blunt force trauma. I nearly lost my voice, and LA Knight nearly retained. That noise was legit as well. That's how I'm reacting to it, universe mode. Oh, I think he's got another BFT. Oh no. Oh no. The night is looking bleak for Penta. It was going so well. What's happened? LA Knight retains. Wow. You would not, if you'd have looked at the whole balance of that match, you would not have thought LA Knight was retaining, would you? I am absolutely flabbergasted. The reign continues. I mean, Penta put on such a good... Penta actually, like, can we be honest? Penta brought his best. And on the night, LA Knight, the experience factor was just too much. It wasn't enough. Penta brought his absolute best. And you cannot take anything away from Penta. He could not have done anything else, but a slight lapse in judgment at the end can be all it takes for somebody as experienced as LA Knight to capitalise. A main eventer like LA Knight, a champion. That's why he has the title. You've got to be more alert. You've got to... well, I mean, who would have thought that Penta driver right here wouldn't have put LA Knight away? It looked like LA Knight had no way back. And 2 BFTs later, he's walking out with his United States Championship still. But congratulations to LA Knight, who will now go on to potentially be nearly a 4-month United States champion. That's insane. That's one. I think that's the longest reign I've had on this universe mode. That is insane. You have to tune into Raw to see what's next for the United States. I am very, very not concerned, but I'm asking the question: who will dethrone this guy? Damian Priest. Kano failed. Now Penta failed. What's in store for our United States champion?
As we look over the beautiful city of Perth, what an incredible night it's been so far here at WWE Crown Jewel. But the action doesn't stop here, because the road ahead in the It Is Jack WWE 2K25 Universe mode is stacked. On Saturday, December 6th, we head to Atlanta, Georgia for Saturday night's main event, a night where rivalries ignite, championships are tested, and anything can happen when the lights are brightest. And then on December 27th, we close the year in grand fashion with WrestlePalooza, live from Indianapolis, the final premium live event of the year, a show that promises to deliver unforgettable moments and set the stage for what comes next. Because believe it or not, we're heading toward the end of the WWE 2K25 era. Survivor Series, coming this February, will mark the final premium live event before we transition into the next chapter, WWE 2K26. The story doesn't end, it evolves. Champions, rivalries, and unfinished business will all carry forward as the universe continues to grow. The future is coming fast, and you won't want to miss a second of it.
So this match is all about speed. We had a bit of a story journey to get Victoria getting 2 bites of the cherry, but she's finally here, and she will take It's crazy versus crazy. And before we get into the Women's WWE Speed Championship, I just want to make... Adam Pearce has told me to make a huge announcement. I'll put it down on the screen and then like a little tweet format. So Raw will be getting a WWE Men's Speed Championship, and that will be decided, and we'll have a champion in a 6-man ladder match, not traditional speed format, in Perth, Australia on Raw. That's going to be absolutely epic. I am going to play that one though, Contra. I am going to play that one because the chances of me winning a 6-man ladder match is slim. But right now we're focused on the WWE Women's Speed. Let's take no glow away from these two. Now, of course, there is always the what if. What if we don't get a winner here tonight? Well, speaking to Ava in the back, she has assured us that if we don't get a winner here tonight, we will have a WWE Women's... We won't only just have a men's speed champion by the end of next week. We'll have a women's one. And I'll also tinker with the speed match settings to make sure that most speed matches finishes, which they do. 2 out of 3 have finished. I'm not the lady to mess with. Could they not have just paid Tay-2 and got the other entrance? Victoria, I mean, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it in the Discord. It is one of my favourite. Like, she would be in my top 10 women of all time. I have a really soft spot for Victoria, because I feel like she was very underappreciated. I was so happy when I found out she was on this game. I think, like, on my bucket list of people to be in DLC, she's definitely one of the highest. And now we have her. Now we just need Tori Wilson back. I want Tori back. I'd love to use Tori Wilson. And that's what it's all about. 5 minutes will be on the clock. The WWE Speed Championship is vacant at the moment. Tatum, Paxley, and Victoria. I mean, this is quite this is like the perfect match. They both are so crazy. Now Tatum goes to work early on Victoria. She's going to have to try put away the WWE legend quick. You don't want to be teetering into that last minute mark. That's when it gets interesting. Tatum going for the Irish whip into the corner. Victoria's... Oh, she's laughing at her. As if to say, what the hell have you brought me here? Now Tatum Paxley misses with that crossbody. Victoria could be sensing Widow's Peak. Does not sense it. Tatum fights back. It's an end-to-end incident. Finishers trying to be hit everywhere. And it's a nice little sequence from the two women here who are competing for the Speed Championship. Have to wonder who the hell's going to walk away with the Speed Championship. Senton bomb to Victoria. Pinfall attempted, and that's what you got to do. You got to test the waters inside of a WWE Speed match because you only have 5 minutes. And Tatum stalking Victoria. Please don't bury Victoria in 2 minutes. She's got out of it. Thank goodness. All the things you said, running through. Oh, Widow's Peak. Could be about to hit. Oh, Tatum. Tatum could be about to lose. 1, 2, 3. I love Tatum as well. I wouldn't like... The thing is, with speed matches, I always get anxious because I feel like if a woman loses, they get squashed. And I don't want any of these women to get squashed. But Tatum's about to vacate the speed championship to the crazy lady. I'd love to see these two as a tag team as well. Could Victoria not come back and do one last run? And Victoria is your WWE Speed Women's Champion. Jesus, that was quick. All the doubters have been proven wrong. Victoria couldn't quite get the job done against Candice LeRae. She did beat Michelle McCool with seconds left to earn this opportunity. And she put away Tatum Paxley within 2 minutes. I don't want Tatum to feel buried though. But you can't help but feeling that. Paxley's got a purpose in this universe mode. She is one of my favourite women's wrestlers. Like I said, when I drafted these rosters, they're all my favourite ones. But speed just gives it a different dynamic. Victoria hitting 2 Widow's peaks. And I'm glad Victoria's champion. I like Victoria. I feel she was so underutilised when she was in WWE. And I feel like her time is now as our inaugural WWE Women's Speed Championship. I'm going to be interested to see what the WWE Women's Speed Championship's journey is going to look out throughout the year. Who will hold it? Who will be the longest reigning? Who will have banger 5-minute matches? But all that matters now and here tonight is that Victoria is your WWE Women's Speed Champion. All the things you said, running through my head. Congratulations, Victoria. Next up, I'm going to play it. We've got Dark State versus the Usos.
As we look over this incredible Perth skyline, the fallout from Crown Jewel is sure to shake the entire WWE landscape, and it all continues this week on Tuesday Night Raw live from Brisbane. It's the all-men's brand where rivalries turn personal and chaos is never far away. And this Tuesday, it's going to get violent. Sami Zayn goes one-on-one with Mr. Money in the Bank, Brent, in a Brisbane Brawl Street fight. Will Sami walk in with championship gold? Will Brent finally cash in? No matter what the stakes, it's going to be explosive. And while the men tear it up in Brisbane, the women head back to the States for Friday Night SmackDown, the all-women's brand where every week delivers the highest level of competition in the industry. New champions, new challengers, and the aftermath of everything that went down tonight at Crown Jewel. It all unfolds next week in the It Is Jack WWE 2K25 universe mode. The road to the end of the year and beyond continues.
Gentlemen, we're cutting to the back because there's a masked man beating the holy hell out of Jimmy Uso and into the... What is going on? There is no security to be seen. And Jimmy Uso, scheduled for a tag match with his brother, Jey Uso, he's been beaten from pillar to post by this masked man. Goodness me, the baseball bat. And what on earth is going on? And Jimmy Uso, who is scheduled for a match here tonight, at Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia. Oh my God. Who the hell is this? Who the hell is this? And what is going to happen with the tag match? We need Adam Pearce immediately. Oh, goodness me. What is going on? Oh, somebody, security, get in here. Where is the security in Perth, Australia? It doesn't even matter. This is an isolated incident, and through the table goes Jimmy Uso. And the masked man leaving Jimmy Uso on the canvas, or the concrete even. And he sees Jimmy Uso get back to his feet. Jimmy is a fighter. He's going to try and fight back. And you have to wonder what on earth is going on here. And a chair shot to Jimmy. And another chair shot. And another one. And Jimmy tries to fight back in a clothesline. This is insanity. There's no security with it. This is an isolated incident. And this man, this individual, he's going to beat the hell out of Jimmy Uso, who's got a tag team championship match in just a few minutes. Where is Jay? And oh my goodness. Oh my God. Jimmy's back to his feet and another uppercut. Somebody stop this. Somebody, please, for the love of God, stop this. And Jimmy Uso is an absolute mess. You have to wonder why, though. Who is this? And into the production boxes. And what on earth is going on? What on earth is going on? No, into the glass. Oh, into the glass goes Jimmy Uso. And the masked man is running. Uso has come to find his brother a mess on the floor. Let's go to Adam Pearce. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my duty as general manager to say I cannot believe what I have just witnessed. This is unacceptable. Wearing a mask, attacking a man who is scheduled for a premium live event match in front of a paying audience is unacceptable. I demand that the masked man reveals himself and comes to me immediately, or suffers very, very serious consequences. Now, due to the injury of Jimmy Uso, who has been seen by doctors and is no fit state to compete, this is not fair on the number one contender's dark state. Jey Uso will need to find an adequate replacement for Monday Night Raw, because Dark State do need their opportunity. And I'm sorry it's come to this, Jay, but I'm a Scrap Daddy AP, and I'm a problem solver. I will deal with the masked attacker. But before that, it looks like we're not going to have a World Tag Team Championship match here on Perth. So instead, here tonight, we are going to have an open challenge instead of that Tag Team Championship match. Aleister Black, you want to prove yourself? I know you travel with us. Now, please prove us all right and show us why you deserve an opportunity to become a champion. Well, that kind of sucks, ladies and gentlemen. So we were scheduled for a tag team match. Jay, before Monday night, has got to find himself a tag team partner to defend the WWE World Tag Team Championships. And that's just not fair on Jey Uso. But Jay might have friends in places. Maybe he can find somebody who he can defend the championships with. Jimmy Uso will have a medical report on and will have an update on Monday Night Raw. He's gone to hospital following that vicious attack from the masked attacker. What the hell was the reason why? And who the hell was it? Well, Adam Pearce is going to get to the bottom of it. But right now, as mentioned, we're going to have Aleister Black in another open challenge. Well, I guess things are changing, folks. An attack that is just unexplainable on Jimmy Uso. Why is my first question, and who is obviously the second question. But it means that luckily Aleister Black travelled to Crown Jewel. The whole roster travels everywhere just in case of an incident like this. Adam Pearce swore to get to the bottom of this, and we'll have a medical update on Jimmy Uso. But we know Aleister Black's been hosting an open challenge to prove himself. Adam Pearce comically answered that last week, and he had a little hint, a little bit of sourness in the fact that he got his ass whooped by Aleister Black as well. That was quite funny. But Aleister Black is going to lay down an open challenge here tonight at Crown Jewel. He was not expected to compete. Luckily, he bought his ring gear. And with the entire roster being here, you have to wonder who's going to answer the open challenge of this man. I'm excited to actually see who it could be. It could be anybody on the roster. Of course, Aleister has said that he has aspirations to become a world champion and that he might not win every match, but he's going to do his damn best to prove himself in this universe mode. Of course, the match up next, the two other matches, Kiana James, Tiffany Stratton is up next, and of course our main event, Sami Zayn versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. They're still to come. Up first, we've got Aleister Black. He's going to await. Who's going to answer the call? It's not what we had scheduled, but it's what we have to deal with. And I'm not. My thoughts go out to Jimmy. I hope he's okay. But I'm wondering who Jey Uso is going to find as his partner. I wonder who the hell he will find as his partner. Dark State were expecting a big moment at the PLE. I'm sure they'll have many more in Universe Mode. But it looks like they're not going to get that moment tonight. But on Raw, it has been assured to us that we already have a street fight between Bren and Sami Zayn. Will Sami be there with the champion? But let's hear what Aleister Black has got to say. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a bit of an unexpected call-in, but as always, I'm ready for the challenge. So whoever feels up to it, step out. And I was just going to say we've got a tag team title match now on Raw as well. That should be interesting. But who will Jey Uso's partner be? And who will answer Aleister Black's open challenge? Oh my God! He was not expecting this. Seth freaking Rollins. You know it's a party and a big event when Seth freaking Rollins is in town. We haven't seen Rollins since he lost a feud to Jacob Fatu many months ago. But it looks like the architect, the visionary, the revolutionary, the Monday Night Messiah, definitely not the Vision member, he's back. And I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but the mouthwatering prospect of this match that we're about to see is one of WrestleMania worthiness. Aleister Black versus Seth freaking Rollins. Welcome back, Seth. Welcome back, the architect. And he's loving being here. It's always a pleasant surprise when the architect is in town. And I'm so excited to see Rollins, what he's going to do in this universe mode. A bit of redemption needed from the architect. Needs a big moment, needs a big win. Could tonight be the start of that, or will Aleister Black's reign of terror continue? The crowd serenading Rollins. He was not expected to be back right now, but you can't complain. The crowd just serenading him. The Monday Night Messiah. And I mean, unfortunate events have took place that mean the Seth Rollins has to step up to this challenge. Jimmy Uso, we wish him a speedy recovery. All the best. Got put through a goddamn window, for God's sake. Wonder how many stitches that's going to take. But we're now focused on Seth Rollins, Aleister Black. This is going to be an absolute barn burner, ladies and gentlemen. And Aleister Black starts off quick against the returning Seth Rollins. He is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. And right now, he's Aleister Black's open challenge. Now, I'm going to be honest, like, I'm a bit controversial sometimes, because in my video I said, like, in the university video I said, oh yeah, don't book don't book like WWE. If it makes you bored, is what I meant to say. I've kind of got inspiration for the US Open Challenge, and I think that's how I want to... I think the Aleister Black Open Challenge, win, lose or draw, is going to continue. He needs to prove himself, and that's what he's told Adam Pearce. He says he'll face any and all comers. Now, Seth Rollins is a former... multiple-time world champion in real life. Never held the world championship in any of my universe modes, but he has held multiple mid-card championships. Aleister Black, of course, needs to... He talks about being a world champion, needs to start off at the bottom. Of course, a victory over Adam Pearce is not going to quite cut it. He needs to do a lot more than that, and a kick reversal from Aleister Black. A victory over Seth freaking Rollins, however. How far does that propel you? I'm just glad to see Seth back. It's always good when the visionary's in town. Now Aleister Black telling Seth to get back to his freaking feet. And we've crowned a undisputed... Oh, Meteora. We've crowned a new women's champion tonight. We've got a new undisputed women's champion. Sorry, LA Knight has retained. And we have a new WWE Women's Speed Champion in Victoria. We've got the Intercontinental Championship up next for the women. And, of course, we've got that World Heavyweight title on the line. Sami Zayn finally getting his moment, whether he sold his soul or not. He's got that opportunity. Adam Pearce has granted it as a kind of a back pay to the poor mismanagement before, and now Aleister Black's getting seen to by Seth Rollins. Reversal from Black. Literally anyone from the locker room could have answered this challenge. We did not know that Seth Rollins, after that fierce feud with Jacob Fatu, where he lost it 2-1, he won a match and lost 2, meaning we didn't know if we'd see Seth Rollins for a while, but looks like he's made a good recovery after that hellacious last match that they had. And it's good to see Seth. He's always going to make the main event scene more exciting, or even wherever he is, he makes it exciting. A nice drag there from Rollins. Aleister Black with the reversal. Needed to, and Rollins might be looking for a pedigree. Aleister Black's in trouble, pedigree. And we know what comes after the pedigree. Rollins is eyeing it up. Stomp to Black. And Rollins could be returning with a huge impact, and the kick out from Black. Not just yet, says Aleister. Rollins really, and I'll be honest with you, Black got a win last week. I know it was over the GM and it was a booking, whatever. But Aleister Black probably doesn't need this win. He has quite good victories in this universe, where he had a really good showing in a gauntlet match that included the likes of Cody Rhodes. Actually made it to the last 3. and he was super impressive. German suplex on Rollins. Rollins still really needs this win. This is a huge opportunity for Seth Rollins, and you've got to think that out of every bad situation, like with Jimmy Uso getting attacked, you get good. There's a silver lining, and that is this match. Another Meteora from Black. Could be setting up Black Mass. Springboard onto the moonsault. And now Aleister Black could be sensing the end. He goes to the corner. Building some momentum. The crowd are fully behind Seth Rollins, though. And he says it's the end, and a kick misses. And Rollins is a veteran in this game. You've got to be sure when you're giving him that break. You've got to be sure when you're letting him recover DDT from Black. This match is nothing short of amazing. That's what we expected when these two men locked up. We didn't expect this match here tonight. It wasn't scheduled. I believe we're going to see a brainbuster. I think Rollins reversed. This match wasn't expected. It's what we got. And you might argue that it's a better match than the one that we were meant to have, but we don't compare tag teams. And we went for a Sling Blade reverse from Black. This is very end-to-end. And a victory here for either men will propel them. A victory for Rollins will put him back on the map. And we could be looking at Black Mass. The Visionary could be about to lose. And a kick out. Just have to wonder who the hell the Mass Man was, though. Aleister Black trying to prove himself here. And a springboard and reverse from Rollins. Reversal from Black. It's very end-to-end, this match. You cannot... Oh, Rollins. I think he was going for something big there, Rollins. He's trying to build a bit of space between him and Black, and this super kick certainly will do it. And now he's eyeing him up. Black's in trouble. Perth are on their feet. Rollins is going for a super stomp. And connects. Welcome back, Seth freaking Rollins. Oh, no! Black kicks out. And we knew that when it's the unexpected matches that are also always 5-star ones. We'll have to do a compilation of Aleister Black's open challenges. I know that might be his role in My Universe mode for now at least, but I quite like the idea of having that. The House of Black challenge, we could call it. That'd be a cool idea. Now Aleister Black needs to build some momentum. We'll have to see what his record is come 2K26. Oh, and a brain buster to Rollins. And now maybe he's going for that knee again. He's in the corner again. Rollins is getting to his feet. He signifies the end. Knee connects to Rollins. And he's going to drag the carcass of Seth freaking Rollins into the middle of the ring. Is he going to go for Black Mass? So what's he going for here? Oh, he is. He's going for Black Mass. And he lifts him with the feet. And Aleister Black could be about to bury the Monday Night Messiah. And a hook of the leg, the second Black Mass. And Rollins kicks out. I cannot believe this match. This is awesome. This is awesome. Lovely. Beautiful moonsault off the middle rope. Lionsault-esque. I think Black's going for it again. Black trying to put away the Visionary. It's good to see Seth back. Oh, but Seth reverses it. You've got it. Like I said earlier, you can't give him too much time. He's a veteran. This is this is unpredictable as hell. What the hell's Rollins going for now? Going to the top rope. We know that he has a whole arsenal of moves and a spiral tap. Well, it's not a spiral tap. I can't remember what it's called. Aleister Black's in big trouble, but so is Rollins, and a moonsault. He misses. You can't be taking chances like that against the Architect's pedigree. Going to connect, and it does. And that should be enough. That should be enough to put away Aleister Black, and Rollins is back. Well, it's at the expense of Aleister Black, but what a match, folks. It's good to have the Visionary back. It's good to have the Architect back. Rollins stands on top of the mountain and is back on Monday Night Raw, Tuesday Night Raw, should I say. That will be his playground. I'm so excited to see what's next for Seth Rollins. It's been a minute since he's been in the universe mode. Maybe he does it. Hopefully he's moved on from Jacob Fatu and he's on to Ashes, but Rollins is back. Well, we have reached our penultimate match, and it's really lovely to see the Women's Intercontinental Championship getting this spot on the card. Kiana James winning the championship 3 weeks ago. She has been I mean, she did a backstage attack on Tiffany Stratton last week. Cannot really understand the logic. Well, I can. She's trying to weaken Tiffany Stratton before their match here tonight. But Tiffany has made the flight. Well, she did anyway. She got attacked in Perth last night. You have to wonder what condition Tiffany Stratton's in, though, as she competes for this Women's Intercontinental Championship. Is it Tiffy time? Or will Kiana stand in on business? Well, there is a disqualification rule in effect, so if Kiana decides to behave anywhere like she did anywhere close, I need some different Tiffany attires, so that's something I'm going to do after this match. Don't really like these that've got the skin on, so we'll sort that out after. I need some. I'm tempted to make my own, but they're just so time consuming. But Tiffany is looking to really propel herself in Universe Mode. She had that rivalry with Alexa Bliss, which culminated in a Hell in a Cell at, I believe it was Clash in the Castle. That was a hellacious match. Tiffany coming up a little bit short here. Her compatriot Alexa is part of the base roster of SmackDown, so we'll have to see. We haven't seen her yet, but I'm sure we'll see her soon. This woman is standing in on business. The pink Intercontinental Championship design is the best. Kiana James with the handbag. She's a businesswoman, and she's always looking to invest. She did say that, actually. She's looking to invest. We don't really know what that means or what she's investing in, but she certainly looks good with the Intercontinental Championship around her waist. And she said she ain't going to let that change anytime soon. Well, it could be tonight. Kiana James is a woman of opportunity. She's a business and a very successful businesswoman for a reason. She steps into this match representing SmackDown, the women's division, with the Intercontinental Championship, facing all opposition. She doesn't believe Tiffany is on her level. Tiffany believes she's above her level. So the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship will be competed for. And I'm excited to see this one, folks. And this is my favourite belt on the entire game, by the way, even though it's a custom one. So Kiana's going to have to prove herself. Can she put away Tiffany Stratton? It's going to be a difficult night, I think, for Kiana. Tiffany will be not only Tiffany, but she's got that extra necessity to cause pain after the attack in the parking lot on Friday Night SmackDown. She's going to want to kick some ass. And of course, Kiana James, a strong representative for the women's division. She'll have a big future no matter win, lose or draw. But of course, as always, I don't determine the outcome of any of these matches. It's all about that. Now, we know that Julia is our undisputed women's champion after the opening match tonight. The Intercontinental Championship recognised as a later position on the card. So it's really the main event for the women. And we're underway. Tiffany with all the anger. But it's the Kiana who starts off fast with the snap suplex. And I have to wonder, I wish I had another commentator with me. You have to wonder what Kiana James is going to have to do to put away Tiffany Stratton in this match. I think she's going to have to keep it rugged, exactly like she did in the parking lot. She's going to have to keep it a bit like Brawley, of course, an incredible athlete, but Tiffany is a gymnast. You don't want to be trying to give Tiffany time to recover and regain her stamina to pull off the big moves. This is exactly what Kiana should be doing, is what she's doing right now. He's going to work on Tiffany, wearing her down. Of course, the injuries from the parking lot will be leering over. This is the kind of thing you don't want to be doing, is giving Tiffany Stratton time to recover, because she can be a real thorn in your side if you give her too much time, and it's been all Kiana. And a big clothesline taking down Tiffy. And of course, Tiffany still to hold a championship in our Universe Mode yet. It's quite surprising, really. There's 3 women's titles on Friday Night SmackDown, including the WWE. Well, 4 technically. But I'm going to keep the World Heavyweight and the WWE Women's as the Undisputed. I like having 2 titles as the Undisputed. Does anyone else like that, or do you hate that? I think it's I quite like it. It's just a bit unique. And now Kiana with a missed. Jeebus Creepers. And now Tiffany Stratton is going to put Kiana James against the apron. She's going to fight back now. A little bit of revenge. And Tiffany, it's always Tiffany time, she says. What the hell is this move? What the hell is this move? Raking the arms of Kiana James. as I was saying, the women technically have 4 belts. The WWE Women's Speed Champion Victoria. I like the Speed Championship. That's somewhere where any woman can compete. It's open to all divisions. So you could even see a main eventer win a Speed Championship. It's not exclusive to a certain division. You got the Intercontinental Championship, which is what these two women are competing for right now, which is the coveted Working Women's Championship, and the Undisputed Championship, which is both the WWE Undisputed and the Women's World Heavyweight. We don't really know much of what's happening on SmackDown when we get back to the States, but we'll keep the community posts notified. Ava will have some decision making to do. Of course, what's next for Victoria? What's next up for Tate and Paxley after that loss? Julia, Roxanne Perez. We've got Io Sky, who is the #1 contender. So a lot to look forward to. We could potentially be looking at we are looking at one of these women is going to go back to the States as WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. And of course, just to divulge, I don't want to, when I'm with the women matches, I don't want to talk about the men, but of course, Tuesday Night Raw, we're still in Australia. Men won't make the flight back. The ladies are making the flight back till after that show. So that will be live from Australia, Monday Night Raw. We've got a stacked night that we know so far. We've got a Aussie Rules street fight between the Money in the Bank holder Bren and Sami Zayn. Will Sami Zayn be there as world champion? Ooh, lovely move from Tiffany there. And of course, as mentioned earlier tonight, we announced all the PLEs, but they're subject to change. But they're not going to change. December is the month of the It Is Jack Universe mode. The 6th of December, we're in Atlanta, Georgia. Cody Rhodes. Swanton bomb here. I need to focus back on the match. Swanton bomb to Kiana James and a kick out. We're in Atlanta, Georgia, the hometown of the American Nightmare, for Saturday night's main event and Saturday the 6th of December. And we also have a special edition of Friday Night SmackDown on Christmas Day, and this is going to be it. Stratton, the twirling Stratton. I prefer the world's prettiest moonsault. And Kiana kicks out. I don't know how, though. And we're going to Indianapolis on the 27th. We've got a special cross-promotional episode of SmackDown on Christmas Day, which will include the men, the women. We'll have we'll take a moment to not completely go away, but there'll be some fun elements, some Christmas costumes and stuff. It'll be a fun episode of Universe Mode that I'm super excited to do. And then on the 27th, 2 days later, we're going to go to Indianapolis, where we will go to WrestlePalooza. The reason there's 4 weeks in between, 3 weeks in between Saturday night's main event and WrestlePalooza is so we can get that Christmas special in. And a Tilt-A-Whirl backbreaker. When you're opening your advent calendar this year, you might see Tiffany as the Intercontinental Champion in one of the slots. But Kiana's doing her very best, and that knee to the head could be about to pin to retain. Hook of the leg, 2. And a clean victory for Kiana here tonight will absolutely launch her. We talk about WWE Unreal and putting the rocket on Jey Uso. I think if Kiana James can beat Tiffany Stratton clean, that's a rocket. You have to wonder who the hell will stop Kiana James. And a kick out from Tiffany. It's close. And it's nail-biting, and we don't know who the hell's going to walk out with the Intercontinental Championship. The crowd are chanting women's wrestling, rightly so. It's been a brilliant match so far. We've had a couple of close calls. No way is Tiffany going to win like that. No way are we getting that finish. And a kick out from Kiana James. I hate them finishes. I think I mentioned it earlier on Crown Jewel. I hate them finishes where they're like that. Where they just do a basic punch and then they just pin them because they've hit them with finishes. And now Kiana teetering on the edge. And we knew Kiana were going to stoop to some tactics. Tiffany was recovering. And Kiana decided to use the ropes as a measure. Now Tiffany could be in serious trouble. Because Kiana's lining her up. And let's not forget, Kiana did embarrass Sol Ruka. And Tiffany's not really looking great here. The injuries and a missile dropkick from the parking lot attack could be in effect. Oh, Kiana. This is what I mean about taking too much time to let Tiffany recover. That is the exact thing that she wanted to avoid. And a clothesline from Tiffany. She's going to the middle rope. Kiana needs to fight back and a splash connects. And a pinfall. she's going to win here by a splash and a kick out. And she barely, that was like the most low effort kick out I've ever seen. Kiana James kicks out. She hasn't got much left. I don't think neither of these women does. Tiffany, is it Tiffy time? Or will Kiana get out of this? Come on, Kiana, fight back at a slam. It looks like the damage that Kiana James did do to Tiffany Stratton was not enough. And it looks like it's going to be a swanton bomb from Tiffany. That was an incredible swanton bomb. And I think we're going to have a new Women's Intercontinental Champion. No! Tiffany Stratton is your new Women's Intercontinental Champion. Kiana with a reign of 18 days. No, wait, 15 days, sorry. At least she's got a title. I'm very interested to see how this one develops, so I don't know. I mean, what Ava's got in mind for this Intercontinental Championship. But of course, with the brutality of the attack in the parking lot, you have to think that this one isn't over just yet. I don't think we're just going to ride into the sunset with Tiffany peacefully as the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. I think there's much more to come from this division. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen with the Intercontinental Championship. It's unfortunate for Kiana. Kiana's a smart businesswoman, though. This won't be the last time we see her with a championship, I'm sure. She'll make decisions. She'll make the right calls. She's a big part of Friday Night SmackDown. She's a huge part of the core of this brand. Losing a championship will not define her. And that's the shit thing. Oh, I swore the shit thing because I'm annoyed. I wanted Kiana to retain. About letting AI decide your PLE matches. But that's the way a cookie crumbles. Without the breaking the fourth wall again, Tiffany Stratton is your Intercontinental Champion. And here we go. I mean, the title suits her. If you look at that title initially, who would you put it on? The pink Intercontinental. It would probably be Tiffany Stratton, wouldn't it? But Tiffany is your WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. So we've crowned 3 new Women's Champions tonight. Well, technically. It's main event time.
This is more than just another Saturday night. This is the return of a legacy forged in the golden age of wrestling, reborn in the heart of the South. Live from Atlanta, Georgia, the city that birthed legends, ignited rivalries, and stood at the crossroads of chaos and greatness. Where the Omni once echoed with the roars of the past, now a new battleground emerges. Tonight, the past collides with the present. The legends who paved the way and the warriors of this new era will clash under the bright lights of Saturday night's main event. Heroes will rise, villains will fall, and history will be written in blood, sweat, and pride. The main event isn't just a show, it's a statement, a proving ground, a reckoning. In the city that never forgets its roots, will you witness the birth of a new icon? This is Saturday night's main event, live, electrifying, unstoppable, and it all begins now.
Well, I don't think it gets much bigger than this, guys. I really don't. I think this is going to be the match of the night. Sami Zayn has the opportunity to achieve everything he ever dreamed of as a professional wrestler here tonight. Sami Zayn is offered the opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship. He will have to go through the second City Saint in order to win it. The crowd are behind Sami. Sami's regretted actions, selling his soul, might not have been the worst thing in the world. The crowd did not like it initially, but Sami is here in Perth, Australia, and as you can hear, getting a really warm reception. Of course, Sami was played around by the mind games of the NBO and Sting, and Sami is on his own here tonight. Of course, he made the decision last week on Raw when Bren was being pinned to... On the first week of Raw, when Bren was being pinned, in the tag match against Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, to not intervene. That is a very important thing to analyse. It shows Sami's separation from the corporation and his need for independence. He did what he had to do in terms of selling his soul. He's here, he's got the match he always wanted. But across the ring from him, it's a sportsman-like contest. and the second city saint, the best in the world, is here tonight. Will we be leaving with the era of Zayn, or will CM Punk's reign of nice reign actually? CM Punk, of course, held the championship since WWE SummerSlam. He's been a champion for nearly 40 days now, being the World Heavyweight Champion. And in our universe mode, we love long reigns, but we don't decide them. The second city saying, I have to imagine, is the favourite to win this match. The underdog from the underground, obviously the underdog. But Punk is here, and he's sporting the light blue tonight. The cult of personality. The World Heavyweight Championship looks so good on him. I did this before real life WWE, so I'm claiming the rights to this beautiful image of him looking like this. But of course, there is a lot of other factors surrounding this match. I think CM Punk is like a goldfish surrounded in shark-infested waters. Cody Rhodes hitting him with a crossroads. Bren holding the briefcase. And Sami Zayn, well, Sami Zayn's the guy he's got to face. The two problems he has seems to be away from this match. But it's a real testament, and we're going to see how focused CM Punk is here tonight as he takes on Sami Zayn. Cody Rhodes and Bren, all the roster travel, so we know that they are here. It's been made very clear in the background by Adam Pearce that he doesn't want to see these two anywhere near this match unless Bren is deciding to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase. We know, but if anything to get Bren's behaviour is anything to go by, he'll pick the right moment to do that. Now, Sami has also got multiple things to think on. Not only may he leave Perth, Australia as the World Heavyweight Champion, what awaits him on Tuesday night is Bren in an Aussie street fight. That should be an absolute classic. Anything goes. There'll be loads of unique weapons under the ring. It's going to be a lot of fun, but Sami needs to make it through Crown Jewel tonight. Now, Sami has been very, very, very vocal that he is independent now. He does not want to stoop down to the levels of authority. He wants to get the opportunities and earn the opportunities in the future. But he has assured his fans that tonight he will be leaving with that World Heavyweight Championship. Well, it's a big match. It's got a big match feel as well. Sami and Punk. It's a huge match. If Sami Zayn can win this match, we're looking at potentially a completely different landscape in this universe mode. Sami and Bren have had a complicated relationship. Punk and Zayn not really cross paths really as such, but this is what his opponent is, and Cody Rhodes had enough of seeing Punk as the face of the company. Cody Rhodes is, we're going to find out who the number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship is in the coming weeks on Raw. We have Saturday night's main event and WrestlePalooza coming to you in December. I'm sure we'll see the World Heavyweight Champion, whoever that may be, in action. That referee looks scared. I mean, I would be scared if I were in charge of this match. You've got two men who really want it. Sami, who does this mean more to? Punk, when he returned to WWE, had aspirations of being world champion again. And it's about making that reign meaningful. Sami has never been a world champion, and it would mean everything to him to become world champion. Nice tornado DDT and leave the red brand. He'd be the main guy on the red brand, and that's all Sami ever wanted. No more Bloodline side quests. No more anything else. It's just Sami Zayn Oos. A nice move there from Sami to CM Punk early on in this match. And it's going to be a war of attrition is this match. It's going to be an absolute war of attrition. And Sami now with a Northern Lights suplex. And he's going to go back to work on CM Punk. Have to wonder that if Sami has got what it takes to be the world champion. We certainly know that he's got the heart to be a champion. He's been a former Intercontinental Champion in this universe mode. Actually has the shortest reign in our universe mode of 2 days. He won the Intercontinental Championship from Ilya Dragunov on Saturday night's main event, only to lose it the following Monday Night Raw, which was interesting, and a complete miscalculation there from the best in the world. That was certainly not the best somersault in the world. Irish whip into the corner goes Sami Zayn. Now Punk building a little bit of momentum here. Sami is going to fight back. And of course, make sure you liked and subscribed. And these two, Sami Zayn, is he going to follow the Bulldog clothesline from Punk? And a hook of the leg here from Cookie Monster. 1, 2, and a kick out by Zayn. Impressive kick out from Sami. Roll up pin here from Sami Zayn. We didn't see that one coming. What's the referee doing? Referee's on vacation there. Sami wants to keep an eye on that guy. And the best in the world signs are all over Perth, Australia. Of course, we have one more show in Australia before we leave down under for a while. Don't know when we'll be back, but we will be back at some point. Our next international trip will be to Europe, which I'm super excited for, and that will be, I believe, in 2K26. But we might do we are hearing that WWE is looking to move around the globe in weekly shows, so it's very possible that we have a European tour on 2K25, even if it's for a couple of weeks. We'll keep you up to date with that. We don't know where WWE is going, and that's a nice exploder there from Sami Zayn. We don't know if that'll be enough to put away Punk right away, but it's a good start. A good start from Sami Zayn. It must be a tense moment for a guy who's always chased something, and it's literally right there in front of you. You've got one man standing in your way to your dreams, and you've got to have the night of your life to beat him. CM Punk, of course, beating Drew McIntyre to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Drew McIntyre held the championship for up to 5 months, I believe, or 4 months. So it's quite bittersweet, of course. He's already claimed several victories. That was a haluva kick, by the way. He's already claimed... Hold on. New World Champion, no. He's already claimed some impressive defence as well. He's successfully defended against Randy Orton, who is no longer in the Universe mode for now. Like I said, 3 people can return, but I've picked the roster that I like. The core roster can be found in the Discord. Could be time for Sami to go to sleep here in Perth, Australia. He might not be used to the time zone being from the States, but there's always time to go to sleep when Punk's in the ring. And oh, that's a wonderful neck breaker, vintage Punk. And it's going to be very interesting to see any developments on this goddamn masked attacker person. I'm not sure who that will be. I'm not sure who it is. I'm not sure what's going on. Now Sami Zayn escapes the hold. Punk was going for looks like a headlock, scissor headlock. Now elbows to the gut. And Sami Zayn with an Irish whip into the corner. Going to go for I thought he was going to go for a haluva kick. Reversals back and forth between these two. And Sami with another exploder. He's doing absolutely everything here tonight. Show up or show out is Sami Zayn's message. And Punk does dodge that. And I would love nothing more than to see Sami Zayn win the World Championship. It's a dream of his. He's an underrated talent for sure. Nice somersault there from Punk. I just don't think he's been very lucky with the man across the ring from him as the champion. He's quite a dominant champion, is CM Punk. Excuse me. And Sami with a big forearm. And a kick to the stomach. Punk's going to have to fight back. A nice, well, not nice, it would have hurt. Twisted the arm there. And Punk, he's going to go for the Anaconda Vice. Locked in on Sami Zayn. He's right next to the ropes, though. Can he reach out for the ropes, or is he going to submit it? He's going to escape. You have to wonder how much both of these men have got left. It's been like a game of chess, this match, as opposed to a classic like the, lovely German, like the Aleister Black Seth Rollins match. It was a brilliant match. It's been a war of chess. No man wants to give any ground away. Haluva kick. Complete your dream, Sami. He's a pinfall away. 1, 2. Oh my god, I thought Sami Zayn was the new World Heavyweight Champion. I'm rooting for him now, and that's what I was talking to about in my podcasty video, the university. You root for people you don't expect, and that's when you've got to change the characters. Like, I kind of want Sami to win now. I mean, I'm a commentator. Oh no, and Punk's going to fight back. Punk's going to fight back. And it looks like Sami's give Punk his best shot, but it might be time to go to sleep. And has Sami got one more kick out left in him? He does. It's not over yet. Don't you be counting out Samuel Zayn just yet. And Punk He's going to go for a second one. For God's sake, and Dane eats another GTS. Is that surely that's enough? 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out by Zayn. Punk can't believe it. I bet you can't believe it as well. I mean, everything about Sami Zayn screams champion. It really does. He tries he's so giving. He will never say die. He's got the heart of a champion, and now Punk's going to take him to the outside. And Punk has to be wondering what on earth he has to do to retain the World Heavyweight Championship at this point. This is the greatest opponent I've seen CM Punk have, more so than Randy and Drew. An Anaconda Vice on the outside. It don't matter if he's... I believe he's tapping. I don't know if he's tapping, but it won't matter. He's tapping, but it doesn't matter outside the ring. He's not going to win by a count out, is he? And Punk... Sami Zayn actually tapped out. He's got a massive bruise on his eye, maybe from that GTS. Punk's going to throw him into the steps. Punk's going to win in a not like this, Punk. Not like this. Get him back in the ring. Get him back in the ring, for God's sake. We're going to have a double count out. What the hell? First time I've ever had to do that. I had to intervene with the match. Because it was going to end by a count out. It's a botch. He was not going to go out. I had 1 second to get Punk out. I don't want it to end like that. We're on a PLE. Get back in the ring. They need to edit this in game. Because, do you remember when 2K25 first came out and it were every match was count out victory? Now we're back in the ring. Punk and Zayn. Forget about that. I had to do it. I had no choice. And we're back in the ring now. Punk and Zayn. It's a war of attrition. It's been a chess match from the heavens. I don't even know what that metaphor means. It's been a wonderful match. Come on, Zayn. DDT from Sami. Has he got one more big move in him? Because he's going to need it. Springboard from Zayn. Tornado DDT to Punk. And Punk didn't even have the energy to flip over. Sami Zayn. Blue Thunder. Bomb reversed. And it could be Punk's time. We've already seen him tap out the Anaconda Vice. Sami in big trouble. In huge trouble. He's already tapped out outside the ring. Is he going to tap out in the ring? And he does. CM Punk retains the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Now that was a brilliant match, apart from the fact the match tried to get us to count out Sami. I didn't like how it did that. I hated how it did that. It should never happen. But CM Punk is still your World Heavyweight Champion. The replay screens are showing you the action in this match. What a wonderful night in Crown Jewel it has been. And let's cut to the celebration of the title. Well, the retaining. Punk is still your champion. What the hell is going on? It's that masked goddamn man again. And he's just stalking Punk, who's enjoying the crowd. Good. And now, who the hell is this individual? This is the same guy that took out Jimmy Uso. And now he's attacking the World Heavyweight Champion, who's just been in a hellacious match with Sami Zayn. And he's going out the ring, but he's gone back in because he's noticed that Punk is about to get up. What the hell is going on here? What the hell? Can we get some order out here, please? He's already put Jimmy Uso on the shelf. Oh my god. What is next? Oh my goodness. Not another table. Punk's back to his feet. And Punk can barely stand in a clothesline, sending Punk to the outside. This man wants time to set up his apparatus. What on earth is he thinking? Oh my god. Into the ring. And CM Punk, who can barely stand. What on earth is this man thinking? Oh god. Oh my god. He set the table on fire. Please, somebody stop the damn match. Punk through the flames. And the masked attacker does not give a damn.